What's going on, man? Y'all already know how I already do. We're going to go ahead without further ado. My boy, Shedeur Sanders. Finally. I told y'all. I told y'all he was going to get his opportunity. I told you he was going to get his opportunity. It is about damn time that Shedeur Sanders got his opportunity. So buckle in, y'all. Buckle in because, you know, it's going to be unfiltered. And we have a lot of shit to talk about. A lot. A lot. It was a lot of emotions, man. When I found out I was watching the game, and when I found out that he was coming there, the announcers had said that Shedeur Sanders, because Dylan Gabriel was in concussion protocol, and I was just clapping, man, and I was just shouting because I was extremely happy for Shedeur Sanders finally getting his opportunity. You can even see how excited the fans were. You can see and hear the excitement the fans were that he finally gets an opportunity. Let's go ahead and get right into this topic of conversation, man, with Shedeur Sanders post game.
How's everybody doing? Decent. First and foremost, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to get out there. That's all you could ask for, honestly. The chance to get out there, get your feet wet, to experience how it feels, to even be out there with the team, with the first group, with everybody. So I'm truly was excited.
When did you know you're going into the game?
Right at halftime. So right before you see me, right when you see me.
What was going through your mind at that moment when you found out that you were gonna be out there leading the offense?
It's time for me to step up.
How do you think you played?
I don't think I played good. I don't think I played good at all. I think it's a lot of things, we need to look at, during the week and go and just get comfortable, even throwing routes, with Jerry and throwing routes with all those guys. So I think that was my first ball to him all year.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? See what you got some of these yahoos, these haters out here hating on Shedeur, talking about he struggled. Shedeur Sanders didn't struggle. And let's be clear, this is not his first game. This doesn't count. Not for me. This man was put in, thrown into the wolves with no preparation, no first team reps. What did you expect to happen? Let me explain something to you. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, two of the greatest basketball athletes of all time, players of all time, have always preached about preparation. Preparation. The Mamba mentality is all about preparation. See, people see the finished product on the basketball court, but he always praised him and Jordan about practice. Greatness is created and built in practice, not a game, not a game, but practice. Kobe loved to practice. Michael Jordan loved to practice. And Jordan often says that, and even his teammates said that his practice games were more unbelievable than his actual game. And Jordan always preached about Driven from Within, his book, one of his books that he written about. I practiced so hard that when the game came, it was easy for me. It was like slow motion because I put that much preparation in practice. But yet we have a head coach, which I refuse to say his name, but you have a coach that want to sit up there, and we're going to play his post game and talk about that we have other things that we do, that we put so much time and effort into our developing our rookie quarterbacks, there's a lot of other things that we do too as well. Man, give me a break. There is no reason for a backup quarterback to not have no reps with the first team, and you expect for him to be successful? Man, get out of here.
No, but other than that, I just think overall we just gotta go next week and understand, so then we have a week to prepare. Stuff I like to do.
Shedeur, do you think that if you play next week, if Dylan doesn't clear protocol, do you feel like if the game plan is designed for you and you get those first team reps, those starting reps in practice, that this is just going to be a whole different ball game for you when you get out there?
No, the most I can ask for is opportunity. See, like that's an uncontrollable thing that I'm not able to control, and that's not, nothing I should speak on. Just being the quarterback of this team, this franchise, you know.
We're gonna get right back into it. Listen here, so faking sweet. Listen here, man. Let me explain something to you. Allen Iverson is a Hall of Famer, and rightfully so. But did you hear a lot of what his peers said about Allen Iverson? A lot of them preach very highly of Allen Iverson. But Allen Iverson was known for, we're talking about practice, not a game, but practice. It didn't look good for Allen Iverson. It didn't look good. I said what I said. It didn't look good. And if you look at for the totality of his career, you see how things pan out when he was in Denver. A lot of things didn't go well. What I'm saying to you, because this is not about Allen Iverson, I said what I said because it's all about practice and preparation. And if you listen to the context is very important that you have practice reps to prepare at a high level. This is not high school football. This is not even college football. This is at the highest level. This is the National Football League. Everybody is great in their own right. You can expect to be out there and go out there and perform at a high level when you have a backup quarterback is getting no opportunities with the first team reps. That disrupts your timing. That disrupts how to get comfortable to be able to understand and read the defense when it's coming at you. Because if you are not prepared, how can you be ready when you are not prepared? And what the system that the coach of the Cleveland Browns has created is a failed system that is not built for success, because you put all your eggs in one basket, which is the other quarterback, and you failed to help support your other rookie quarterback. Period.
They gave me an opportunity. I ain't do up to my expectation and up enough to get us a win, so I just got to take that one to the chin.
You mentioned that you hadn't really thrown to Jerry and these guys with the starting unit, and Kevin alluded to that as well. How much of there was maybe like a rust factor or acclimation period with those pass catchers in that second half?
I think you seen it was just rough overall. It was a rough day overall. But the thing that I was excited about is just being able to get out there. It's the first time I got hit since my last game at Colorado. So just having that feeling back, is good. And, I feel fulfilled overall when it comes to being out there practicing, going in between the lines, seeing actually what it's like. And I know I'm made for it. I don't think it was a doubt in my mind that final drive was going to go down there, score. Things happened, we didn't, but I was just excited because I knew what I was going to be able to do out there. And for the team, for the linemen, and even getting snaps from Poe, that was amazing. Going out there in a live game, being able to do that, with him, in the way the guys, the way the O line, running back, receivers, defense, like all right around. That's all you guys for a quarterback.
On that last drive, you made it.
Was going to be a touchdown.
I think every throw, is going to be complete until it's not. I know Gage is a dog.
That's a tough spot.
I have the most reps for Gage out of everybody out there. So we out there in the Hungry Dogs going at it every day. So yeah.
It just seemed like a really good play by the defender there. It was a nice throw by you. And I mean, is that how you saw it? Just a bang?
No, I don't think too much in it. I don't think
Absolutely,
too much in that.
brother. Absolutely. Let me read one of my subscribers. Hopefully you're a subscriber as well. Time says, sports talk media respect. You can't put a quarterback in, especially a first-year quarterback that didn't get no playing time in practice, without playing him with the first unit. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Listen here, guys. I played high school basketball. I played college basketball. Had an invitation to compete in the NBA, the DL Development League, when it first started coming out. And let me tell you something, man. If you've played sports, you understand the importance of practice. You understand the importance of being prepared, because your preparation sets up everything for you for success. Preparation. And you could just hear it in his voice. Everything, man. It was a surreal experience for him. It was a surreal experience for him. Everything concerning from, he said, just taking the snaps from, his center, from the first team. See, it takes preparation. I guarantee this, y'all. If you give Shedeur an equal opportunity, because he deserves that right. He deserves that right. What this young man has been through with the NFL and how they try to make an example out of him, try to humble him, try to break him mentally. He deserves that right. Give this man equal opportunity. Give him that same energy. And I'm talking about the coach of the Cleveland Browns. Give him that same energy that you gave the other quarterback. He deserves that right. This is not giving him something. He earned this right. I believe the sabotage. Yeah. Sure. I've talked about it plenty of times on my platform. There will be no type of disrespect about Shedeur Sanders, not on my platform. Not on my platform. It will not be tolerated. Of course, it's sabotage. Of course, it's deliberately done. From the coach, from the owner, from the NFL, there is absolutely collusion that happened and went on. Absolutely. But I would say this. There's purpose in this young man. I told you his opportunity was coming. No matter what type of sabotage things that they tried to do, and they tried their hardest to try to make him look bad. Even the former New York Giants head coach, Dayball, when he was one of the ones that was interviewing him in the plays, and how he had spread the lies and the deceit and everything about he wasn't prepared. One of the worst interviews he ever experienced. But that's why they got his ass up out of there, because you garbage. Let me tell you something. He reaped what he sowed. And I'm talking about the former New York Giants coach. He reaped what he sowed. That karma gonna hit you. And for this coach in Cleveland Browns, the karma is gonna hit him. Trust and believe that. Sports Talk Media, I definitely agree with you. People in the NFL do not like Deion Sanders, so they're taking it out on his son. But at the end of the day, he is going to be a winner. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Let me tell you something. The rejected will be respected. The rejected will be respected. No matter what. I seen all the comments and the hate. I see people try to post on my platform with negative comments. No, not on my platform. I'm the CEO of my platform. No, you would not send no disrespect or hate about Shedeur Sanders or the Sanders family, period, on my channel. If you don't like it, watch somebody else. I don't need you. Trust and believe that. Trust.
Take what come with it. Okay, cool. Next play.
What do you think there was? Kevin's talked a lot about those extra periods. You mentioned the hungry dog periods, just as opportunities to get extra reps and everything. How much did you feel like those extra reps have at least helped prepare you for when you were out there finally, if at all?
Yeah, it helped me understand the concepts live, you know. But it's different when it's different body types going out there, different way how people get out of routes. Like what I seen on the pick initially was I see his hips turn. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna be able to get out there. But at the same time, I like playing quarterback is extremely hard. So it's like I like knowing every detail about my receivers. I like knowing the small things, what they're good at, what they're not good at. It's like so many details that helps me play confident with those guys. And I know, you know, we at the bottom right now. This performance, everything, it will never be like this. But you know, I'm dedicated to being able to get those opportunities with those guys to have a relationship. You know, I got a relationship with all the hungry dogs though. We like clockwork out there, but you just gotta see everything a little bit more, you know, like them come out routes, them do all different type of stuff. So
besides that, not having the familiarity with the first team guys, what was the most difficult part of it? The Ravens coverage, the pressure they brought, the speed of it. What did you find, if anything, difficult?
I'm gonna give them their props. They was a good football team, but I know the only way is up. But it, for sure.
Sorry, you came into a very intense game against a division rival, a close game, and you said you didn't feel like you played well. But what did you think went right, and what went right for you to build upon for your next start?
Let me tell y'all something. Let me read some of the comments. John said he will be decent, just needs a little protection and more reps. Let me tell you something. I appreciate it, John. Let me tell you something. I believe he's going to be even more, better than decent. I believe he's going to be great. He has it in his blood. He has it in his DNA. He has shown greatness when he was in Colorado. He's shown greatness when he was at Jackson State. The guy accuracy is on point. Did you see some of the throws? Let me tell you something. The reason why he's way better than Dylan is because immediately, not even having the right preparation to set him up for success, and you saw the throws, you saw the accuracy, you saw the pinpoint accuracy, you saw how confident he was in his throws. That touchdown, that was a touchdown pass that he threw to that wide receiver when he flanked in the deep post. Off good defensive coverage by that cornerback. But he was still able to pinpoint that ball to at least give his wide receiver an opportunity, a chance to catch the ball. That's something that the other quarterback can't even do. He's not accurate enough to do that. But you're right, John. He needs a little bit of protection, and he needs first team reps. Yeah, of course. Of course. You already know that. Of course. Of course. I've listened to some of the comments even by Ryan Clark. I thought I totally disagree with him on. Totally disagree with them. Let me tell y'all something, man. Shedeur played good considered in the circumstances. I saw evolution. I saw confidence from from the crowd, and also how he galvanized that stadium. Let's be clear there. Shedeur is going to be great. But in order for him to continue to climb that ladder of greatness, you have to give him fair opportunity. No other excuses whatsoever. Shedeur Sanders should be the starting quarterback for this next game. He needs to have a whole week of preparation with the first team. He deserves that right. His time is now. Shedeur has been the first in the building and the last to leave. He's going to link with Judy and other to know all the nuances of their play. Absolutely. That's greatness. You heard what Shedeur just said. That's how he builds his confidence based off his preparation. So all the negative stuff you was hearing before the NFL draft and what they was saying, how he was a bad interviewer, he didn't come prepared. See, all that was lies. All that was lies, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you can't believe everything you hear. That's why it's so important to do your own research. It was lies. It was based off on deceit to manipulate people and also to tear down Shedeur Sanders' draft process. You absolutely right. You bet your bottom dollar because they respect Archie Manning. Why they respect Archie Manning? Because he's white. It's because the white dynasty, the Peyton Mannings, the Eli Mannings, the Archie Manning, who was the father. Let me be very clear. The color of somebody's skin should not void them the fair and equal opportunity just like everybody else. All Shedeur Sanders said, he don't want nothing, give it to him. Hell, he wants a fair opportunity. And if you give him a fair opportunity, he's going to show you what he's going to do with that fair opportunity. Period. Yes, John, his mental is top shelf. Yes. People have to understand that even when you practice as hard, it'll never simulate an actual game. But what it does, it gets you to be prepared mentally and physically. And I guarantee you, Shedeur Sanders is going to be able to put some input. He's going to be able to put some reps in. He's going to be able to put some reps even with his wide receivers and tight end and offensive line, even when practice is over with. Hey, man. Hey, dog. Do you mind staying with practice with me for an hour, please? Hey, man, you want to get some reps in after practice, man, so we can get down so I know where you like the ball. I know how you like to cut. All those things, all those nuances are very important when you're talking about learning the position of quarterback. And he has the pedigree. He has the hunger. He has the willingness. And then I heard the white dude off on Get Up. He talking about why Shedeur Sanders was sitting down on the bench. Is he making this about him, or is he making this about or is he really care about winning? Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, Rex Ryan. Let me tell you something. You're going to get enough of talking your doggone mouth bad about Shedeur Sanders. You're the same one that had to come back on national TV and apologize about your comments when you had spew out that nonsense, that propaganda about Shedeur Sanders is not being prepared in the quarterback room, how he's sitting in the back. All those was found out it was a lie. So right there, your credibility is lost right there. You're a liar. Shedeur Sanders was sitting down on that bench because he has to consume all of that hate. But most importantly, the man loves winning. He wanted to sit down because I know that he loves winning so much, and he know that he didn't perform to his standards. See, he's already his hardest critic. He's already hard on himself. That's right. Absolutely, John. He's better. I saw that. You see it. Even in the second half alone, you already see and see if you got some of those people, because you got some people that are fans and to their right of the other quarterback, but Dylan Gabriel, he wish he has the talent of Shedeur Sanders. He wish he had the talent as Shedeur Sanders. You saw a difference in how the offense was able to move the ball down the damn field. You saw the difference in the play calling. Listen to me now. You saw the difference in the play calling. The ball moved vertically. He gave his teammates an opportunity to catch touchdowns. He gave his teammates an opportunity to get 25-yard gains with his arm. And you saw a little bit on how he's able to move out of his pocket and move with his feet as well. I'm telling y'all this right now. Shedeur Sanders is a bad man. What you're going to see moving forward, if he gets a fair opportunity, is he going to continue to show progression. As far as Dylan Gabriel, he has shown regression. He has gotten bad each game, but that's not going to be the case for Shedeur Sanders, especially if you give him opportunities and first team reps and give him a whole week to prepare for the next team. Absolutely. Yeah, I know, John. I don't even show them I don't even show them Yahoos on my screen, man, the platforms. You got haters, man. Look at the spiritual war exposed. Right. He played very good, especially for not getting any reps and being sabotaged. See that play where he threw the pick? O-line set him up. Even the running back saw the blitz coming in right and ran away. Let me tell you something, man. If you know anything about football, let me tell you something. That was timing. That was timing. That was not preparation. Him and the wide receiver not on the same page. But let me tell you, what else do you expect? What else do you expect, y'all? What else do you expect? You already know the man wasn't getting no first team reps. No first team reps. Even the center has said this is like the first time, and it was weird hearing Shedeur Sanders cadence. So what did that tell you? What does that tell you? You're setting him up for failure. I'm talking about the coach of the Cleveland Browns. You set him up for failure. And you talking about competition, and you sitting here talking about in your post game on how you prepare your and develop your both of your rookie quarterbacks. No, the only person that you've been worried about preparing was the other boy, Dylan Gabriel. You wasn't worried about preparing Shedeur Sanders. Not at all. But what I told you, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell y'all something. And my boy G Bush has been saying this too as well, another content creator. But let me tell you this. I've said this plenty of times. Shedeur Sanders was thrown out right in the second half, right? Found out he was playing, and look how many people you already calling him a bum. Look how many people already saying that he's garbage, that he's not better than Dylan Gabriel. Look how many people that's sitting here ready to crucify him. But yet Dylan Gabriel, after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, this man has had to be able to get all the reps for the first team with the first team. And he still get opportunities. People don't talk bad about him at all. They prop him up. I'm talking about even from the media. Mary Kay from the media talk very supportive of Dylan Gabriel and play like hot garbage. But let it be Shedeur Sanders played only a half and wasn't even supposed to play in this game with no first team reps, ready to crucify him. This is America, y'all. It's been like this for hundreds of years. I don't care who don't like it. It's been like this for hundreds of years. The white poster boy get posted up and get put in great opportunities, but the black young man has to fight even 10 times more, has to go above and beyond the fray to even get an opportunity. That's not fair. That's collusion. There's nothing fair about collusion. My boy Willie Walker Whistle, you definitely were able to see a difference. Yes, I'm not even mentioning the coach name. His name doesn't even deserve to be mentioned. But you are absolutely correct, Willie. You saw a difference immediately. Immediately. The stadium was electrifying. Watch how packed out the next stadium is going to be, the next game. Watch how packed out the game is going to be. Because people want to see Shedeur play because they support him and they know he's great. Let's get back into it, y'all.
Losing isn't something I'm comfortable with at all. So everything, I just gotta take this one, you know. I gotta take this one. I gotta decompress. I gotta understand, like, you know, this really happened, you know, on my watch. So I don't like the feeling, and I know offensively, if I'm able to get out there and have an opportunity, I know that I'll be able to take everything to a different level. Like I said, I'm still the same confidence. I'm still me. I'll never go anywhere, you know. Just going out there seeing daylight. That's all I needed, you know, to see how they move out there. You playing against a great defense. You got guys from the Pro Bowl out there, so it's like it's exciting to see. Okay, this what it's like. All right, this what it's like. I'm excited for it. So, you know, I just gotta take this one, you know, and build on it.
What was that communication? What was that communication like?
Well, I know nobody else was able to get something in the back.
Did you notice the reaction from the fans when you came into the game? Were you able to soak that in?
Yeah, I'm extremely thankful. Well, first let me say this. When Dylan out there playing and all that, I appreciate the fans. I appreciate everybody. It don't really. I'm a good person overall, so I don't really like him not feeling comfortable, confident, you know, when he get out there. So, you know, it puts everything in a tough spot, you know, and it's not helping the team, you know. So that could be taken as, okay, I'm being a distraction, even though I ain't doing nothing. You know, I'm not doing nothing, but I'm thankful for the supporters, thankful for the fans, thankful for everybody out there, you know, that believes. And yeah, when I got out there, I definitely felt them. And, you know, I'm truly thankful for it. And yeah.
Leadership.
I'm just thankful that I'm out here. You know, I'm thankful for the opportunity. Thankful for seeing all them 12 jerseys out there. And it was a great feeling for that. But the feeling of losing, that ain't nothing we're gonna get comfortable with, like, on my watch, for sure.
Come on, man. How can you hate on that? How can you hate on that, bro? How can you hate on that?
All right. And
let's listen to what this bum right here had to say. Can't hate on him. Let's get it.
injury front, Cam Robinson has a right knee injury. We'll MRI that. Dylan's in a concussion protocol. who was that? Dom Jones has a left knee injury. Jack Conklin has a right knee injury. Obviously, with all those, we'll get more information tomorrow. You know, man, you guys are fighting till the end, but we got to find a way to close that one out. And it's you know, disappointing, frustrating with where we were there at the end of the game. But you know, I appreciate how this group's fighting. I appreciate how they're fighting through some tough, you know, the injuries at tackle and those type of things. But man, some good stuff on that football field. But we got to close those games out and have a win with those performances. But we'll get back to work like we always do. With that, I'll take any questions.
Kevin, what prompted Dylan's concussion check?
He got checked at halftime. I don't know all the details exactly.
And just how would you assess how Shedeur came in there and played?
Yeah, obviously all players, you know, it's we'll look at it, but he's going to battle like he does. So I'm sure there's things that we can clean up, but those are things we'll look at tomorrow.
So you don't know if Dylan was concussed on that one designed run?
I don't know.
The Ravens show that tush-push play at all before?
Yeah, they've done QB sneaks with the tight ends. Yes.
If Dylan clears concussion protocol, he'd be back as your starter.
Yes, but he's got, you know, that's obviously a lot into that protocol. A lot goes into that. So we'll see.
Child, this is crazy.
Shedeur handled everything that comes with first NFL start taking over versus a Ravens team.
Yeah, listen, we trust all of our guys. We trust our guys to perform. He's no different. You know, and playing a backup.
Can't even mention his
role, as we've
name.
talked about over the years, that's tough to come in there. But we trust him. I know there's things that he's going to want to do better. But that's why we work.
We talk so much about, or we asked you a lot about Shedeur not getting any reps with the starting units. So that was like really his first legitimate snaps and reps with the starting offense, correct?
Yes.
Do you think that there was any maybe kind of rust or?
Yeah, I understand the question. I would tell you we do so much.
See, he didn't like that
work
comment
with the
that this
quarterback
media
position
journalist
and the
had.
entire team, not just those reps on a practice field. And those are, as we all know, those are tough reps for when you have a young starter as well. But there's so much that we do to supplement that type of thing.
It also seemed like, especially when Shedeur got in there, I mean, I think the entire game they showed a lot of cover zero and dropped out, and you know, it seemed like Shedeur kind of struggled with that, and Dylan as well. Do you think that as a staff, you guys could have done anything better?
I always think we can do better. Always.
Was the whole playbook available to Shedeur in the second half? Did you
Yes.
have to?
Yes.
Can you talk about the defensive effort and just the performance of Myles Garrett today?
Yeah, I thought there were some outstanding moments out there from our defense. Obviously, Myles got to the quarterback a bunch of times. I thought he and the defensive line provided pressure throughout the game. Obviously, there's plays that we want back, but I thought to stand up and hold them to field goals in the red zone was a big deal in that football game.
On the pass to Larvin in the end zone, you think he should have caught it? It was a great defensive play.
Yeah, that's, you know, I trust our guys.
Kevin, does it mean anything that you guys played better than the game in Baltimore? Can you take anything away from that?
No, yeah, we're out here to get a win.
Kevin, knowing that you guys might have had to throw Shedeur into a situation like this at some point once he became QB2, why wouldn't he get any first team
Listen to
reps with
this.
the starters in practice?
Yeah, I understand the question, Mary Kay. I would tell you, you're always trying to get your starter ready to play. And certainly when your starter's a rookie, those are very valuable reps. When your backup is a rookie also, you do everything in your power to get our quarterbacks as many reps as possible. Post-practice, after practice, extra meeting time. So that's just part of how it goes. But the bottom line is we trust both of our players. We trust all of our players because of the work that they put in.
How do you feel like Shedeur managed the pressure that the Ravens threw at him?
Yeah, we didn't do a good enough job, period, as a team and certainly as an offense in there. So we'll make sure that we get back to work.
Is it fair to say that you think Shedeur would have a much better chance of being successful if you guys game plan for him and play to his strengths and he's got those reps? And
Yeah,
things?
I think that's true probably of every backup, Mary Kay. And I think that was a part of earlier in the season with Joe as your starter and Dylan as your backup. There's things that you're going to lean into with a different player. So that's no different for all of your players. You want to make sure that your players, particularly that position, have plays that they're comfortable with. So to Zach's question, of course, the playbook's open, but there's stuff that you're going to make sure you call that there's a comfort level for your quarterback.
Kevin, the challenge, you waited. Were you still collecting information, or were you just waiting for them to?
Collecting information. It's tough when replay is really what hurt us there is the call on the field. Once the call on the field was what they called, it's really hard to overturn. Obviously, replay assist got involved, didn't overturn it. So there's risk to doing that. I just felt like maybe, I thought the visual evidence was pretty overwhelming. They felt differently.
How about the way your special teams played today, Kevin, after a tough week?
Yeah, I thought there were some really good moments. Again, we can be better. There's a couple coverage reps that I know we can be better, but like I told you this week, we have a prideful group that wants to be better for this football team.
Maybe this goes without saying, but is it safe to say that Shedeur will start if Dylan does not?
Yes. Yes.
Are you comfortable without adding a quarterback then?
We'll work through that this week.
Were there any conversations on the last play there about them not calling it offsides? They jumped around?
Yeah, I thought they did, but they didn't call it.
So, assuming that, we obviously the concussion protocol takes on different forms for every player. But with Dylan being a rookie quarterback, would you need him to log some practice?
Yeah, I understand the question. I need to get to Monday.
In the first half, it looked like Dylan was hit late out of bounds, and you were pretty mad. Did you get any explanation on that?
I did. It doesn't matter. Sorry, it doesn't matter.
Kevin, is playing on time the greatest challenge for Shedeur?
No, I think, listen, all of us are constantly improving. He will improve like he has. He'll improve every single day. He'll put the work in like he's doing. There's plays I know that he wants back, but he'll keep working. We have a ton of faith in our players, and that includes our starters, our backups, our young guys, our vets. We trust our guys.
You were talking about on Friday the progress that you've seen Shedeur make. How has that manifested itself? Like what kinds of things have you seen in practice that are really good?
Yeah, I think Shedeur specifically, but it's hard for me because our young players work so hard, Mary Kay. They've done such a nice job. So it's hard to single our guys out because as a rookie class, they've taken the development piece of this game so seriously. So it's fun for me as a coach and for our guys to work with our players and get them better every single day. So Shedeur's made unbelievable strides in the meeting room, on the practice field. I know he wants to be better and he will be better, but that's just going to come from hard work.
On that Andrews run for the touchdown there at the end, is it just so hard not to oversell in the middle and make that
I think
call?
you see that around in different short yardage situations. Philly has the sweep off of it. So you know that there's plays that they have off of those looks, obviously well designed by them.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell you something. Man, it boils down to this. For him to not mention or say his name, not even once, it lets you know about the hypocrisy of this coach. The hypocrisy from this coach. And it's very sad to see, and it's disrespectful to Shedeur when you don't give him a fair opportunity. When there's no fair opportunity, how can you expect to play at a very high level? How can you expect to play at a very high level when you don't have a fair opportunity? How? Let's be very clear here. How? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It really is.